And Kane on 5. Okay. I think it's not bad. You needed a carry jungle here. And all of the good carry junglers were out with Viego and Gravespan, so whatever you picked it would be random, right? Hecarim would be random, Belvet would be random, Kane is random. I have no idea. This is just him losing camps. And the problem is, even if he figures out, like let's say Kane does Wolves and Blue, and then he goes over the pink in River, at that point it's too late. Like even if he gets the info, he finds out too late. So it doesn't actually matter that much, I think, that he goes over the pink later. What matters is just Peanut has no idea. He'll figure out. He won't even figure out now because he's gonna skip Wolves, right? He has no idea. He has no idea. Still has no idea. Still has no idea. Still doesn't know. He has no idea. He has no idea his Wolves are gone, and he has no idea. Okay, now he knows. He has smite advantage here, so Canyon should reset this. But if he resets this, Maokai probably can't do this, right? And the Wolves are gone. He thought the Wolves were up, but the Wolves are gone. Can he actually do this? I guess he can, but it's going to take him forever to do the blue buff. And what does Maokai do after blue? He has to go bot side. He has to go red. So that should be communicated by Canyon. He can only go red after blue. He's only level 2, so he can't gank. And he has no camp top side, so he has to go bot. That was a really interesting level 1 by Canyon, I think. Okay. Not sure why Canyon held his flash there. Oh, Rise. As 2 they don't have damage, but with Rise they might. There's no flash. There's that. Killed Rise as well. Yeah. Yeah, without Rise that doesn't work, but with Rise they actually have damage. I didn't even notice him coming up. Costs him a plate mid, but I think that's worth for them. Because there's no TP on Gragas as well, so it's gonna lose a lot top. Probably plate back for a Nect on top as well. So it evens out. I don't think we can actually see how far he's on the form, right? I don't think we know. Yes, might. You got it. No flash Maokai. That's the standard passive as well after, and we still have Kane ult. He still has Kane ult. Still has Kane ult. Okay. Chovy has flash. Is there a plant here? He has no E yet, right? Is he already? He's putting points in E, I guess. Canyon is really playing with fire here. Oh, he got it. He got it. And he picked it up. And he has ult now. And he has E up again. He's out. Noguri is gonna die though. But Canyon is out. Wow. Yeah, I think if anyone's gonna die bot, it's Lucianami dying bot. Actually, I'm so impressed. I guess it's good and bad, right? The first gank Canyon had top, he was too patient, or how would you say? It's almost like he was too confident. So then it was a bad thing. Ooh, Ruler's almost dead. Ooh. TP is too late. But Chovy has no flash, so Chovy might die here. Yeah, Chovy's gonna die here, has no flash. But what I wanted to say is, Canyon this game have so many confident plays. Level 1, top gank, not using flash. Here this fight, not ulting during the entire fight. Towards the end, staking around with 100 HP. Smiting, he smote at 2k. And then hit the eye, right? He smote early and hit the eye to last hit. So it might as well have been enemy team getting it. But he has so many plays, I think, that are very confident this game. And it's been both bad things with the first gang top, and now a lot of good things with the fight execution, the herald execution here, the level 1 invade. Like actually, in the span of 10 minutes, I think Canyon has done so many plays. I love good plays. I mean, pretty much only good plays, right? Just the top one that he was overconfident in. But so much confidence in his plays. There's nothing above. Is this 2 kills? No, it's just 1. It's not flash no ult. He's just dead, right? Okay. Kane got cancelled. Shove is here now. Canyon has no ult, but it doesn't matter. This Kane is so strong. This Kane is actually so strong. Oh! Oh, he's gonna die. So I guess bot is a problem, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's looking good for Damwon now. But bot is a problem, yeah. We are diving. Can Canyon get ult off? He could. Oh, still alive. He's dead now though. So deep. We are diving. Okay, Shove is back in the game. Shove is right back in the game. We are diving here. Okay. Sandra's flash still. And Doran actually went in, even though it was 1 HP without flash. Oh, Canyon! Canyon! Oh my god, so close. Imagine he actually gets the MF kill there, and again, then he gets Triumph. Oof, he was so close of killing everyone. So Doran did a really good play here. Stopwatch. But he could back now. He went in again. He just went in and died. So close. Canyon killed everyone here. If he actually just gets this MF kill, because he hits a W, and then he got rooted by Rice, and then just quiet, yeah. If he actually gets that kill, if he doesn't get rooted by Rice and actually gets that kill, then could be a completely different fight with Triumph. But I don't think they should have taken it anyway. I don't think it's necessary to fight like that for second Drake, and I don't think it's in their favor right now, the game, to go with. Because I think this fight was Lissandra 1 item stopwatch versus Rice 3 item. Ruler's full, so this is not winnable. Ruler's tanking. Tower's low though. This is a game, actually, with Nash here. This is just game. It's just game, actually, with Nash here. What is... I'm so confused as to why they're fighting. So, a couple of things for me. I don't really know what Damwon is doing. Because they have so many good small plans, like the level 1 invade, the Herald fight, the Herald take, like some of the really small stuff in the game is done so well. But then the big picture stuff is just like not done well at all. This bot dive, the Drake contest, and here now fighting when enemy has Nash. Okay, Doctam actually backed. Doctam should have stayed here, right? With Canyon making play. Okay, we got it anyway. I think Doctam should have stayed though, but I guess the wave is frozen at least. Ooh, Chovy. Oh, nice flash! Great flash. Oh, Peanut! Not as good flash. Doran is here. Gragas has ult though. Gragas has ult. Doesn't matter. Wow, that Chovy flash. It looked like he barely got back before he flashed. Like the reaction time was next level. Yeah, this reaction time was. I didn't even see him like. It was so fast to flash on return there. That's a pretty good Sejuani ult, to be honest, because it zones Nami. I think that was a really good Sejuani ult. I know he missed, but he put it in a way where Nami cannot flash forward or towards her own tower, because then she's flashing inside the Sejuani ult and gets slowed after. So it doesn't actually matter that he misses to the left, because the left is covering the escape path for Nami. If he misses to the right, Nami can just walk out and flash out to the left. But the way he put it now, there was no option for Nami to flash. I think that was a really good Sejuani ult from Peanut. Quite split now though. Like by the time you start fighting here, everyone's already low. Just getting caught. I think if they played together as 5, they could probably fight here with the mythics. Just accept that the map right now is down ones. They have the gold lead, they're stronger in the game. They got bot tier 1 as well, so the map is in good state for them. Lehen's caught. But I think they should have accepted that earlier at Herald and gotten a lead with Yon, just as they're doing now. Sucks that Lehens gets caught, because here you have a really good scenario where you're getting bot for free. Now this might just be Nash. Yon is just going Drake, yeah. This is just a 50-50 and Yon doing Drake. Sejuani! Sejuani got it! And they get Drake as well. Yon is doing Drake. Damon doesn't know he's doing Drake? Okay, they're just spacing, so they probably know. And he gets Drake. And you really have to keep in mind when you all in someone like this, that the second auto, or basically everything after the first auto, it's not going to do much. At least not in comparison to the first auto. Wow. I think Yumi should be on Yon from here on out. He will always 1v9 if he has Yon here. I mean, if he has Yumi here. No flash Nami. No, it's not game this time. This time it's not game. But it's definitely looking good for Gen G all of a sudden. I think the swing from Nash is just so big. Because you have to keep in mind, it's Nash steal. It's Damon sacrificing bot waves, bot tower. It's Yon doing Drake in the meantime. Okay. Quite deep here with the Camille. And Yon is not even there yet. This is 4v5 now. Doran is dead before Yon is there. Chovy's going, but he doesn't have Yumi on. Actually winning this 4v5. Sejuani ult again. Second Sejuani ult in one fight. Has flash and heal on MF here. Oh, he couldn't use either. Okay. MF has summoners up here. Not sure why he didn't at least use heal there. He should just go Nami and kill Nami. He has GA himself, so he can take his life for Nami, go down in GA, and that should be a good fight for them. Canyon is so low here. Doran is still on the flank, unspotted. Doran is going who? No one. Showmaker! Chovy is alive though. Chovy. Not enough. Chovy got it. Do they have TP up? I can't see if Camilla's TP have a reward. They have TP. She can TP bot. She can TP bot. If he cancels Gragas. Gragas is TPing as well. Doesn't make it. But Yon can solo Nash, right? Actually, they're soul. They're soul. Wow, that Showmaker ult almost won them the team fight, but they didn't really have the damage. It's 2 GA targets, so a lot of carries. Like, you kill MF here almost instantly, but there's still 2 GA carries left. Like, Azir is not going to look for any shuffles without flash, and probably Wukong can't get any good ults either. Gragas, no E-flashes. They're actually just fighting. Okay. Lockdown is caught and has flash up. He's the only one flash up this fight. Everyone else has no flash. They don't have TP on Yont to end, but no waves anyway. They have wave top soon. That's game from top, yeah. It feels like to me the big decisions are just being made better by Genji. Or not even better. I think Damwon are just making a lot of bad big decisions. Ooh, Canyon's caught. Shovy's moving, he's dead. Wait, he flashed? I guess he doesn't want to give kill to us here, but still. Wow. Showmaker. Showmaker! No flash. Gonna get shuffled. Do they have damage? They don't have damage. They don't have damage. So hard to fight here as Genji. And I don't think it's the time for you to make your stand, so you just give up. And try to get Azir ahead by pushing top and taking top tier 1. I think that's the best you can do. I don't think Chovy should TP here. And I don't think they should be fighting either. I think it's good to fake it. Like, you can pretend as if you want to fight. But you should never actually fight here as Genji. There's no way you win this. The goal is to get waves and top tier 1 for Chovy. Oh my god. That's Swain E. Oh my god, that's Swain E. Oof. Oof. Wow. Showmaker. Oof. Oof. Showmaker. Wow. 3-man Swainy. He might be dead though, he can't TP out. He's just dead. And they can't answer Nash either. This could actually be Damwon killing bot and going Nash. Actually close. And him putting them low is probably gonna save them from Nash. Nami died as well. But with Viego and Swain low, I'm not sure if they can go Nash. They might rush Nash with Hex Gates. It's pretty close. It's actually pretty close. Can they end from that? Maybe. But a great early game again from Canyon. And Showmaker had also a great performance this game. I mean, Showmaker has been good every game, I think. But this one, he really made a difference. Let's see if Canyon can win another game. Early game. Win another game. Let's see if Canyon can win another early game. I think he has 3 out of 3 so far. 3 out of 3 really good early games. Oh, no Q. Oh my god. Oh my god, that timing. Sejani queuing over just when Canyon is there. But wait, did Sejani not know that he was there? I feel like Peanut should have known that he was there, right? Yeah, it's just popping off on another early game here. But he should have known he's there, right? He doesn't see him. It's a very strong boy here, Canyon. Wait, Sejani's just gonna die here, right? Canyon! Depending on how the next play goes, this is out of control. There's a second Drake as well at 11 minutes. That's Soul at 22. So 130 Drake with 6k, 5.5, 6k gold lead. I think it's not possible to fight here. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have made my stand here, but they decided that this was time to fight. This was the time to fight. I think it's not the time to fight here, but they decide. I think the second you put 4 people there, you have TP in with us here, because it's too awkward if you have like 4 people half contesting. It's so hard to take this fight. Even if you're not behind, just the fact that enemy sees you. Like if you looked at this from Damwon point of view, they see the whole enemy team. If you look at this from Genji point of view, they have no idea where anyone is. They have no idea Viego is there. No idea. Now you see it from their point of view. They have no idea about this. One guy behind, another guy in the brush. Ooh, they have no idea where they are. It's so hard to play this as Genji. Like, not only do you have the gold deficit, but you have no idea where enemy is. They actually got the Drake. Ooh, Aphelios. Aphelios and Renata combo. Yeah, this game. Hard game to go into for Genji here, game 5. In my opinion, you actually go red. I actually think you go red as Genji. And this might be the only time I ever suggest going red. This could be both top and mid losing for Damwon. For Genji, sorry. Bot is already losing, top is hard to find good matchup in, and mid is counterpicked. And then the question is, what carry jungle does Canyon play? So far he showed Kayn and Wukong. I don't think Kayn is good here. I don't think Wukong is great here. What do you play? Carry jungler. Farming carry jungler for Canyon. What do you play? And he's picking on 4, so he won't see more champs. This is what he sees. You have to decide now what carry jungle you play as Canyon. What do you play? Carry jungler. You want to play for yourself. I honestly don't know what he's gonna play. It's so random, I think. He can play whatever he wants, but it has to be carry jungle. Honestly, he could go 5 as well. It could just be mid pick now. It's Kayn again. It's Kayn again. Flip it with Camille or go Gragas? Gnar again. Not a big fan of the Gnar. I think Gragas is just better than Gnar. Like, does similar things and it's just better than Gnar. Blue Kayn? No, it should be red, right? Actually, more blue game than the first one he had. Could be blue, yeah. Victor or Lucian Nami. This could be blue. Showmaker Syndra. How banger is this actually? Oh, this is so hype. This is actually crazy. Oh my god, they have no idea. They have no idea. They have no idea! They have no idea! Oh my god, Peanut has no idea. He won't find out until he's there. He has no idea. He's gonna walk all the way there and find his camps gone. He has no idea. Oh my god, how bad does this feel? It's every game! No idea. Now he looks red. And it's gone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, do you even get level 3 from Krugs here? You don't get level 3, right? And this is so good for Damwon because they have 3 winning lane. You see top pushing, you see mid pushing, and you see bot pushing. This is 3 winning lane for Damwon with Canyon in enemy jungle. How unplayable is this for Peanut? He has he has nothing up, Peanut. What can he do? What can he do? He can only run all the way to Gromp. The only thing he can do is run all the way to Gromp. Oh my god, how bad does this feel for Peanut? This is next level. Krugs to Gromp. I don't think I've ever ran the Krugs to Gromp in jungle, but if I did, I would probably not feel too good about it. Wow, so clever. 3 winning lane and doing this. So clever. If he doesn't have winning lanes, it doesn't work. But with the winning lanes, yeah. Sejuani has no job. Again, she's losing Raptors now and there's no job again. And she has no idea. Once more. He's gonna find out. Now. Again, no Raptors. Oof. Oof. 5 out of 5 Canyon this series. 5 out of 5 early games. I feel like I've seen this before from Peanut. Wasn't there a game from Genji at some point where Peanut was under the same, in the same, I think he was playing Hecarim. Didn't this happen? I think Choi was playing Ari and Peanut was playing Hecarim. This kind of game happened, I think, against them, and they managed to come back and win in the end. It was this not against Canyon as well, actually? Are we just living in an alternate universe? It's the same game against the same team. At least he's getting his Raptors now. At least he's getting something now. He got his Raptors now. Canyon is pinging to go there, but it's too late. But that should be Drake for Canyon, right? Well, but he should have this with Smite. He should have this with Smite, yeah. Even if Sejuani shows up in time. Didn't even have to Smite. At least the lanes are doing well, even though Peanut is just like getting a few small Krugs. Not sure about the bot gank. I guess he wants stacks, but I think he should have just. I think he should have done Drake earlier. I think they should be getting Drakes. They have 3 winning lanes and winning jungle. I think they should get Drake ASAP. How's the Herald going? 3k. Ooh, so Johnny's 6 here. Both smites up. This is big. This is huge. Who gets this? The eye's gonna open now. Eyes open, eyes open. Eyes not open. Eyes open! I think Genji got it. I'm pretty sure Genji got it. This is the first Herald for Genji this series. Okay. Yeah, they're keeping themselves in the game. I think Canyon could get more than he is. I think he should have gotten early Drake. I think he should have just done his camps and made Herald together with his laners instead of Herald in his own. And he didn't really farm as much as he could have either. Like, he is not that fed either himself. If you look at his position in the game against everyone in the game, he's not that fed actually. Doesn't even have form yet. Got the blue, but he's gonna die for it. Does he even have form? He has core drinking now, but I don't think he has form. It feels like Canyon wanted to get too much in the early game here. Like, he wanted everything at the same time. He wanted to get camps for himself. Okay. Syndra had no flash. But that means no smite. And he's far away from the fight. Ooh, Renekton damage. 1 for 1. Yeah, smite in a second here, Canyon. Can you fight this 4v4? What do they have? Victor, Sejani, ult? Yeah, possible. Gnar has Mega Sundo and ult. Doran? 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 Yeah, Doran. Can you got Drake? Wait, can they do Nash? 23. They can do Nash, probably. At least he got the Drake, but I don't think that means too much for the game, because the long game is not good for you. What you wanted here is a fight. I don't think the Drake... I mean, it's good to deny the Drake, for sure. But I think what you were hoping for most was a fight. Some way to get back in the game in terms of gold. Because even if you get the Drake, you're still behind in the game, so the state doesn't change. What can you do here as Damwon? I feel like it's so hard with the comp you chose to have a way back into the game here. Because normally you would like to play from ahead. I mean, you should be ahead in a comp like this. You have 3 winning lane and winning jungle, so should be able to get a lead in the game. But didn't get a Drake, didn't get a Herald, only got a CS lead jungle. That's it. No kills or anything like that. So at this point, it feels like the purpose of your comp and the purpose of your champs are no longer there, and now you just have to like make the most of what you have, and what you have is like what do you actually have? I guess you have some one-shot potential, like the Renekton with Prowlers, Syndra now with Ludens, Shadow Flames, and Sorks. But in a full 5-on-5 with no one catching no one, as in front versus front, I think you always lose. Oof, that damage. Oof, the first strike damage. Canyon flank! And the big stun! Oh, the big stun, we have it! The 4-man stun, we have it! And he lives as well. And Chovi's is dead. And he lives as well. They can't end though, but that's Nash. That's Nash. Ooh, the big stun on the flank from Canyon. 3-man W into 4-man stun. Okay, wait. So what happens now? That's Nash. That's them recovering the map. It's Nash into recovering map, but not much more. So they're gonna have to fight the soul. They're gonna have to fight the soul. It's still the disadvantageous fight, but now you know Victor no flash. So that's an angle for you in the next fight. Was that Canyon flank 3-man W into 4-man stun, right? That's the big stun we were talking about. Wow. Showmaker! Okay, soul fight coming up. Soul fight coming up. Victor no flash. That is the angle right there. They should know Lucian still has flash. But Victor no flash, they know that. So that is the angle for them. But without flashes, it's so hard. Magic one shot. Not quite. Canyon. Can he get out? He has flash though. He's out. Woo! Drake in 10. Woo! Banger. Okay, but they're gonna need more. They're gonna need to do this over and over. This is like... Wow. The magic one shot. I mean, not so much magic, more so peanut. Oh, he got cancelled actually. He got cancelled. His Q got cancelled over the wall, and he doesn't have flash. As mentioned, the only people with flash here was Canyon, Ruler, and Lehans. Drake! Go Drake! Everyone should go Drake. It's just gone if they hit it. Chovey's getting caught. Oh my god. No flash Syndra. No flash Victor. 3k. Take Drake! Canyon got it! Nagori is deep though. Nagori is very deep. Nagori is just dead here. And Showmaker's no flash. Showmaker might be dead too. Doran mistimed the Q. He dies to Leandris. He died to Leandris from Victor. It's 4v3. They can go Nash here. But Canyon got the Drake. That's big. Nagori went too deep here. He shouldn't have gone over. And I don't even know how Victor ult was that far away from Victor. Victor was over the wall, right? And Victor ult was on Syndra in the river. That's just gone in less than 10 seconds. He's just gone. He doesn't make it. He's gone. He doesn't have vision. Oof, he almost got it. Peanut has flash, worst case. Genji should run top here, I think. They shouldn't run towards their own tower. They should run towards enemy tower. They should run right. Canyon is kind of smurfing though, but they should run right. They shouldn't run left. Ooh, now it's bad. Ooh, it's bad. Ooh, it's bad. The Syndra stun. Syndra stun. Syndra stun. Syndra stun. Ooh. Chovey's alive? No, she's dead. Dokdam. Dokdam versus Ruler. It's Ruler. It's Ruler. It's Ruler. It's Ruler. It's all Ruler. It's over. It's all Ruler. It's all Ruler. It's all Ruler. Oh my god, I thought they had them. They started going left and then hesitated and went right and they ended up in such a bad spot. But the Syndra stun only hit Victor. I think he should have held it a bit longer. I think he should have ulted first maybe. What a banger. Oh my god. What a banger this was. Wow. What a game. Kind of sad for Damwon though. And honestly, I think if they play out the early game properly from Canyon's invade to get like looking at how close the game was at the end. If they played out the early game properly from Canyon's invade and actually got the Drakes and actually got the Herald, I think this is Damwon winning this game. Banger. Banger series. Kind of a shame with the Yuumi in hindsight now. Because the games without Yuumi were much better. And the games with Yuumi kind of sucked.